Hello and welcome. My name is Tavishima Ayede. I'm the host of the podcast and I'm making today's recording outside and expect to hear some noise in the background. That's because the neighborhood kids and my kids, of course, they're all running around and playing and having fun. Now, the goal of this podcast is solving business problems. So if you're struggling to get customers, your marketing isn't working, issues with side hustles, something is holding your business back, then this is the show for you. So subscribe on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, or any player of your choice. And if you'd love to connect, you can call, SMS, or WhatsApp me on 080 6466 2140. Today on the podcast, we're going to look at how to schedule calls, meetings, and appointments. Again, today on the podcast, we're going to look at how to schedule calls, meetings, and appointments. And the reason why we're going to be doing this, even though this sounds elementary, is because most salespeople, most business owners do a very poor job of this, and it's killing your sales and it's destroying business opportunities for you. It's something that I've realized, it's something that has really been hitting me in the chest this year, in particular, because, how I put it, you're coaching for business people, you have clients that you're working with, and then people reach out during, from the podcast, and people want to ask me questions and things like that. And some very basic things like, oh, you know what, I'm busy now, so why not get back to me Thursday, 10 a.m.? Just that simple something. You find that there are lots of people who can't do something that simple as scheduling a call, scheduling a meeting, scheduling an appointment. So it's not unusual for me to tell someone, I'm in the middle of something right now. Can you get back to me Friday morning? Send me a reminder the day before. It's not uncommon now for me to have that kind of conversation with someone on a Monday and then not hear back from them until next Monday. And, I ask some people like, okay, didn't you schedule it? And people are like, what do you mean? So it's becoming clear that lots of people don't know how to schedule a call, schedule a meeting, schedule an appointment. And that is why I'm making today's podcast episode. Now, first of all, let's look at the why. Why is this important? Now, let's pretend that this has nothing to do with me. Although the reason why I'm making the podcast is precisely because I've realized that lots of you don't know how to schedule. But now let's remove me from the equation. Why should you even bother with scheduling? You should schedule because it's necessary for sales success. Let me just put it that way. Because a lot of us are involved in complex sales. And the only way we can close complex sales is if we gain advancements and avoid continuations. Let me repeat. If you want to move your complex sale forward, you're only going to do that if you gain advancements and then you avoid continuations. Continuations are where you have conversations with people and everything seems cool, everything seems fine. You guys are just gisting, looks like you are becoming friends. But at the end of the call, you people did not agree to anything. Now that's okay when you just want to make friends. But the thing is, if you have somewhere that you're going and the reason why you're talking to this person, then continuations are a complete waste of your time. Because if you spend 2-3 hours talking to somebody in a week, you guys don't decide on this is what is the next step. You have just wasted your time. So in order to close deals, what we have to do is we should try and secure advancements. An advancement is when you and the other person who is talking right now, the potential business partner, the potential customer, the potential stakeholder, the potential whoever, when both of you agree that we are going to do something next to further this business deal or to further this agenda, then that is an advancement. And that is how complex business deals are closed. So if you're a carpenter, you're in a simple business situation, there's no need to get involved with scheduling and all, you're just wasting your time. Well, if you're a carpenter, your business will improve if you use some of these techniques. But if you don't, maybe you can't say your business is suffering because of that. But for those of you who are involved in the complex sale, you will need to get on board. You say you're a social media manager and you're not scheduling meetings with your clients. You wonder why you didn't close the deal. You've been waiting for them to get back to you. Who is supposed to get back to you? Are you not the one who is chasing something? You're the person who should be scheduling something and be following up on this thing. Be on top of your game. Don't say if they're interested, they will call me back. That's not how it works. This is a complex sale. There are lots of things that are involved. It's not a simple decision that somebody can just, sleep and wake up and say, oh yeah, let's go ahead. You need to be on top of the ball. You need to be scheduling appointments. You need to be scheduling meetings. You need to be scheduling follow-ups. I prefer to call them follow-through, by the way. And stay on top of this thing. So the reason why a lot of you are not closing deals is because you are scheduling nothing. And because you schedule nothing, you remember nothing. And if you remember nothing, you won't make any calls. You think if the other person is interested, then they'll wake up and then they'll call you. That's precisely the reason why your business is in the situation that it is. If the other guy remembers and calls you back, all well and good, then you close the deal. If the other person doesn't remember on call, if they forget your phone number, if their phone gets stolen, or if their wife says, oh, I know a better somebody, then that's it, you've lost the deal. So this is the reason why scheduling is important. You're involved in a complex sale. Be a professional. Start scheduling things. Also, scheduling is important for building trust and it demonstrates professionalism. Especially in Nigeria, it sets you apart. How many Nigerian business people do you think are scheduling anything? Nothing. So the moment you take some initiative to say, okay, sir, I understand. It looks like these are parameters. You want to achieve this. You want to achieve this. Okay, no problem. Give me a moment. Let me discuss with my team. Sir, is it okay if I call you back Friday, 10 a.m.? Person says yes. And then by Thursday, you send him a reminder or you call him saying that, sir, I hope you don't mind. Just sending a reminder. Remember, we're supposed to talk tomorrow at 10 a.m. By the time you drop the phone, the guy will be like, you know what? This guy is sharp. That is a professional here. In Nigeria, this is how you set yourself apart. Other people are sleeping. They're not scheduling anything. The moment you schedule, you're already ahead of everybody else. Because other people are sleeping. Other people are thinking, if the guy is serious, he will call me back. So be a professional. Schedule your calls. It's very simple. Every single phone has Google Calendar or Apple Calendar or whatever calendar you want to download. You just put it there. You finish the phone call, you put it there. Open the calendar, you type Mr. Oyebami, finish phone call today. Agreed. Next meeting, Friday, 10 a.m. Set a reminder. Set the reminder so that the thing will remind you on Thursday. When the thing reminds you on Thursday, you now send Mr. Odegbami another text message reminding him about the meeting on Friday. It's that simple. That simple. It's costing you nothing already. You're looking like a professional. Other people are looking like they're, anyhow people. That's why you should schedule. Anyway, sorry that my blood is boiling. It just amazes me how in 2025, I'm the kind of things that I have to be explaining in 2025, I really don't understand. This is not the kind of thing I should be explaining. Anyway, so now what are some of the common mistakes that people make when they try to schedule? Number one, sometimes people are too pushy. You're trying to schedule a meeting, but you have to calm down first. On this podcast, when I say being too pushy, what I mean is you've not been able to confirm whether the person is interested in your product or service. You haven't confirmed if they want your product. You haven't confirmed if they need your product. You haven't confirmed if they can afford your product. You've not been able to see whether there's any sense of urgency and you're trying to schedule meeting. Like, calm down. You don't know if they're interested first. The first point of call is to say, oh, madam, we've been talking for like 20 minutes now. And to be honest, man, the way the vibe I'm getting, man, is as if you're not really interested in that. And madam might say, oh, you know what? I'm not really interested now. My son is getting married next month. That is a priority now. After the wedding, we'll get back to you. At least now you know. You say, oh, okay, madam, congratulations. May their union be successful. This, that. Okay, no problem. The wedding is next month, Abby. Okay, no problem. Next month, February 15th. Okay, ma, can I call you like around that kind, March 7th? Oh, yes, that'll be perfect. Okay, thank you. You now schedule it. But if you're there, you're talking and, you're trying to schedule something, you're meeting resistance, like, don't just keep being a pest. Try and figure out what's going on. Try and figure out if they're still interested. Do they want this thing? Do they need it? Can they afford it? Is there a sense of urgency? Ask questions. When you now know that the interest is still there and it looks like, okay, there's room for progress, then you can now schedule something. If you haven't confirmed the fundamentals, whether there's want, need, afford, or urgency, then you're being pushy. Another mistake that people make is they give too many options. Some people say, oh, I'm available. Okay, ma, I'm available for a meeting. Third week of April is fine. Does that work for you? Third week of April is too vast now. How can you say I'm available third week of April? Third week of April can be, let me see, first, then 7. So third week of April can be anything from April 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. That is too many choices. Narrow something down. Okay, man, you're traveling now. You're going to be back third week in April. Okay, no problem. When exactly are you coming back? Okay, April 11th. Okay, no problem. Let me just give you like 2 days to rest, man. Sure, that'll be okay. Yeah, sure, no problem. So, man, if I buzz you April 13th, is that fine? Oh, yes, that's good. Does 4 p.m. work for you? Oh, 4 p.m. is fine. You now go and schedule it. Don't be giving people too many options. Narrow things down. At best, give them 2 or 3 options. Okay, ma, I can call you back again. I'm available Thursday, Friday. Does that work for you? Oh, yes, Thursday, Friday is fine. Okay, no problem, ma. Should I call you in the morning or in the afternoon? I think I might be busy in the morning, so afternoon will be fine. Okay, ma. When you say afternoon, do you mean like 2 p.m. or 3 p.m.? No, actually, I mean more like 5 p.m. Okay, no problem, ma. I'll call you Thursday, 5 p.m. Okay, thank you very much, ma. You caught the call. You go and schedule it. Make a note. Send madam a reminder 2 days before. It's that simple. Schedule something. Stop giving too many options. Then, I've already said this in the podcast. Let me say this again because some of you didn't hear me. Let me repeat it again so that you hear me well. When you schedule a call well, and you schedule a call, you do it smooth, you sound like a professional. I'm telling you, you appear, you sound like a true professional. You're standing apart in Nigeria immediately. You did not pay anything extra for nothing. You just sound different. These are some of the things that I discovered in my early career as a wedding photographer. I assumed that people liked me because of my wonderful wedding photography. I assumed that was it. But when I started asking people, I started hearing things like, oh, I don't know, I just like you. When I started digging down, I started hearing things like, oh, you're professional, you're on time, you're different, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, I was able to figure out that it is all these small things that people enjoyed dealing with me. Timelines will stay on point. Meetings will be early. Delivery schedule will be on point. If there's going to be a delay, I will inform you. All these small things. In fact, one bride told me, she said, you are the only wedding vendor that I never had to worry about. Now, I would have preferred if they loved me for my photography. Honestly, I would have preferred it because, as an artist, we like it when people like our stuff. But, them feeling my professional side, is good. And I'm telling you from my own personal experience that just doing all these small things, automatically you stand out. Some people talk about achieving mindshare and all whatnot. This is how you're achieving mindshare. Anyway, sorry, forgive me. It makes me angry. You see that in 2025, I still have to be talking about things like this. Then, let's look at the how. Practical tips, practical techniques. I've already spoken about how use your Apple Calendar, use your Google Calendar, use your whatever it is you want to do. The tools are plenty. So I'm not going to insist on any particular tool for you. Whatever tool you want, works fine. Funny enough, the lines on these things are being blurred because I like taking notes on Google Notes, and I've noticed that even in Google Notes, you can now set reminders. So even in note-taking apps now, you can even start setting reminders. So whatever it is that you like, just go ahead and do it. Then, so when should we schedule the call? When should you try and schedule something? The best time to schedule something is as soon as you have wrapped up the agenda for this present call or this present meeting. In other words, if you're talking to Madam Ogedengbe now, she is looking for an architect. You're trying to toast her so you can become the architect of the new house she wants to build in her village. When you will schedule the next meeting for you and Madam Ogedengbe is now that you are on the call with Madam Ogedengbe. Or if you went to Madam Ogedengbe's office and you people are talking across the desk, then it is now that you are talking in the office that you will schedule the next call. Too many of you wrap up the call and then you will now start trying to send text message later on to to schedule the appointment. But the thing is, our clients are busy. Madam Ogedengbe is busy. You had her attention now. You didn't schedule it now. You're now trying to send text message later on saying, "Hey, madam, I'm just following up. When she did like you're wasting her time. Madam Ogedengbe is busy. Now that you have her attention, as you finish this meeting, you will now tell her, okay, Madam Ogedengbe, I understand. These are the specs. I'm going to draw proposals and drawings based on this and this and that and that and that. How soon will you be available for us to go over my proposal? Oh, okay, I'm traveling for my son's wedding, something. Okay, I'll be back in 3 weeks. Okay, no problem. So, looks like you'll be available first week of June. Yes, by then I should be back. Okay, how about I call you Wednesday, Thursday, so we can go over these drawings? Okay, that's fine. You have agreed it now in that meeting. In fact, if Madam Ogedengbe has PA and the PA is there, collect PA's number at that meeting. Apart from sending Madam Ogedengbe reminders, well, first of all, you send out a congratulations message. Oh, ma, your son is getting married tomorrow. Congratulations. May the wedding be fruitful. You'll be grandmother, blah, 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 long life, all those greetings. But then you also be sending her reminders, welcome back into the country, ma. Do not forget our meeting in 2 weeks. Also, have PA's number. Be sending PA these messages too. PA, what's up? How you doing now? It's me, architect, the guy that came and met you people in the village. You remember, Madam said we're going to have meeting. Send PA reminder too. This is how we stay on top of things, so we can close the deal. It's not a matter of, if she's interested, she will call me. Madam Ogedengbe might be really, really interested. But then what if her son says, I went to school with an architect, he's a very good architect, blah, blah, blah. You might be more qualified by the other person. But the very fact that Madam Ogedengbe's son said, I know another architect, that's how you fall out of favor. Schedule things. And the time to schedule is now that you are talking with Madam Ogedengbe, now that you're with the client. That's when you schedule. Don't let things drag. Our customers are busy. Stop letting things drag. Don't cut the call now or leave the meeting now. You now start sending email and sending text messages to try and schedule something. Schedule it now that the person is in front of your face. Now, what are the best days and times to schedule a call? Now, this is my own opinion. All the things that you see on all the things you see on Instagram and LinkedIn and everything like that, all those are just, American and UK, whatever. The best day of the week is Monday. The best day of the this is this. Don't follow all those people. Don't follow them. Don't follow them. Don't look for a best time. Just ask Madam Ogedengbe when she's free. It's that simple. The best time will depend on her. If her Mondays and Fridays are very, very busy and she's only free Saturday to Sunday, she will tell you and you will schedule it accordingly. If you're a Christian and you're Catholic, she schedules a meeting for Sunday. That is no problem. Attend the Saturday evening mass. It fulfills your Sunday obligation. Then Sunday you'll be free. You go and meet her in the office and people discuss. And then you get your money. So stop looking for any perfect day. If you follow all these American people and be saying the best time to set appointments is Monday at 8 o'clock or Wednesday at 12 p.m. or something. Anyway, if you want to follow the Americans, continue. But here, just ask your clients. Stop trying to guess this thing. Just ask. Now, however, there are some general rules of thumb in some industries. Like I hear that for construction in America, that during Monday to Friday, everybody is on site. So anybody who you want to call that is involved in the construction, they don't have their phone with them. So the best time to reach them is Saturday or Sunday. So maybe in Nigeria that will also be the case. But to be honest, for all the building sites I've been going to, it always looks as if the foreman, the architect, all those people, it looks as if they have their phones all the time. So I will still call. It is the foreman who will now tell me that, you know what, this is not a convenient time. How about you call me on weekends when I'm not on site? So if you know some of these general rules, no problem. Like in Nigeria, medical doctors, you should be able to reach them, I think between 9 and 4. Because 9 o'clock is, consultation. Then like 12:1 is like rounds, medical rounds. They're going to surgery ward and, things like that. So outside of these things where and besides, if you're in that industry, you will know the tradition. You will know when doctors are not available. That's if you sell to doctors. So outside of these things, stop guessing. Just ask. Then, sorry, it's 20 minutes. It looks like this is going to be a long episode. But let me just put everything together. Then, if people give you objections like, just send me an email, or I don't have time right now, whenever you're getting responses like that, it might be a sign that there's a problem. It might. Or maybe they're just busy. But if it's a sign of a problem, then actually it's more like people might not be interested. So in this case, it might not be a bad idea to try and confirm their interest. But either way, you always affirm and ask questions to try and get to the root cause. So you affirm. You say, oh sure, I would love to send you an email. What would you like covered in the email that we didn't get to on this call? As the person is talking about the things that you would like covered, you will now be able to see how, this current meeting, there are some things that you did not address. And you would be better prepared for the next meeting. Then you can also say something like, oh, sure, I understand you're busy, sir. Or I understand you're busy, Madam Ogidengbe. When would you like us to reschedule? And then you hear from her. If it's just a matter of genuine busy, she will give you a nice time. But remember, I said it could be that maybe they're not really interested. So you can ask. You say, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, ma, I can appreciate that you're busy. Would you like us to reschedule? Or, if this is not a priority right now, should we just drop this matter altogether? I know some of you think it's too bold.
See your head.
But go ahead and ask. Because that is where, if Madam Ogidengbe is really, really interested, but the problem is her son is getting married soon, so her mind is in another space. It is then you will hear that, okay, well, my son is actually getting married, blah, 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 and then you can reschedule until a later time. But just in case somebody says, you know what, to be honest, I'm not really that interested right now, let's just drop it. I know some of you think it's a bad answer, but it actually is a good answer. Let me repeat this. I've said it on the podcast before. Let me repeat it again. When you're talking to customers, there are 3 possible answers you can get. You can get yes. Yes is a good answer because it means money will enter your pocket. You can hear no and you can hear maybe. Some of you think no is a bad answer and that maybe is good. It actually is the other way around. Yes is a very good answer. Money is entering my pocket. No is a good answer too, because it now means that I can leave this person alone and start chasing another person. No is a very good answer. Yes and no, they're both good answers. Maybe is a very bad answer, because maybe is how you can be following somebody and be doing follow-up 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 5 months, 1 year. Meanwhile, you haven't closed any deal. Maybe is a very bad answer. The best answer you can hear is yes. The second best answer you can hear is no. No is actually good. If somebody tells you no, end it on a nice note. Okay, sir, it was a pleasure talking to you, blah, blah, blah. If priorities ever change, you have my phone number. Can I be in touch once in a while? Oh, yeah, sure, young man, you can be in touch once in a while. So, okay, thank you very much, sir. And then, you leave. Once in a while, you drop messages on the guy or the madam. But at least you are now free to be chasing somebody else. Maybe is a very bad answer. That maybe, you'll be following people up and down, doing. And the problem with the maybes is all the maybes become plenty. You'll find out that you wake up in a week, you have 10 people to call. The yes was 2, which is good. The no was 2, which is okay. The remaining 6, maybe you'll be following them up and down for like 2 months. You will think you're making progress. Meanwhile, nothing. So please, let us stop being afraid of no. Then, another question. What is the best time duration for a call? Those of you who follow American influencers, you people worry about these things. Should I tell them, oh, Madam Ogidengbe, this is just going to be a 15-minute call. This is going to be a 30-minute call. This is just going to be a 45-minute call. You're worrying yourself too much. In America, yeah, that's part of their culture. But the thing is, over here, every time you're meeting with the client, every time you're talking with Madam Ogidengbe, get into the habit of getting straight to the point and conducting this meeting to be as short as possible. Confirm that she's available for the next meeting. Put it on the calendar. You don't need to tell her this will be a 15-minute meeting. This will be a 5-minute meeting. This will be a 2-hour meeting. You don't need to tell her that. For now. For those of you who are involved in really, really, really complex things, like if you guys are negotiating heads of agreement for oil and gas contracts, that kind of thing is different. Because as a baby lawyer, I was involved in some of those things. Some of those meetings, man, it's like 7 hours. So that kind of thing, you have to let the client know ahead of time that, bros, if you're going to schedule this thing, let it be when you're free. I need like 12 to 3 free so that we can iron this thing out. But not a lot of us are at that stage yet. So for now, you don't need to tell Madam Ogedengbe it's a 15-minute call. So let Americans continue to worry about this sort of thing. But in Nigeria, just get into the habit of going straight to the point. Whether you take 5 minutes or 30 minutes. And continue to schedule, and you won't have any problem. If Madam Ogedengbe says that you're a time waster, trust me, she will not like taking your meetings. So, get into the habit of getting straight to the point. Then, another question. Should you use technology to make scheduling easier for you and your prospects? Well, the Americans now, they like doing Calendly, HubSpot, all these things, and I just have started adopting this thing. But I'm telling you on this podcast, look, the culture here is different. In Nigeria, in America, yeah, do that. But in Nigeria, don't. Because in Nigeria, the attitude is, now they find something. You understand me? You are the person who is looking for something. In Nigeria, you can't be looking for something. Then you will now be sending the other person scheduling link. The other person will think in their mind, okay, you're not ready. Sorry, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. It was one of the neighborhood kids. I was just looking for my son. They're playing police and thief. So, anyway, where was I? So in Nigeria, now you define something. So if I want to have a deal with Dangote, I want to have a meeting with Dangote, I'm hoping that this thing will get me like 500 M or maybe 1 billion. Then, okay, sorry, one moment. Let me attend to the kids again. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, the other kids were looking for my son. Everybody's playing, and I'm the only adult here. So if there's problem, I'm the one that is referee. Where was I now? Okay, yes. So using scheduling tools, because we listen to American podcasts. Some of us go to American schools. We come back and then we start doing things like, oh, okay, yeah. So are you available next week? Okay, I'll send you a Calendly link, to schedule the meeting. You'll be feeling cool. Because when you're in America, that's what you learned. Now in Nigeria, things are a little bit different. In business or in sales, everybody's of equal status. Let me put it that way. But this whole dynamic of now you define something, it puts an imbalance in the dynamics in the relationship. So you can't be forming big boy and be sending somebody Calendly link or HubSpot link. You're the one who is trying to get something. So try and schedule something now that you're face to face with the prospect. So if I want to do business with Dangote and I'm hoping to get like 500 M, 800 M from that deal. By the way, if any of you know, if any of you don't know Dangote, please give Dangote my phone number. I always put it in the beginning of the podcast and at the end. Tell Dangote that there's this correct guy, the guy get brain. If you hook up with him, he will help your business grow. So you should tell Dangote that I'm here. Dangote doesn't know I exist, so tell him I'm around. So if I'm now trying to get something from Dangote, trying to hook up this meeting, I now tell Dangote that me, in Nigerian parlance, who is a nobody, I will send him Calendly link. I will wait tire for him to respond to my Calendly link. Do you guys get where I'm heading? The same thing with Madam Ogedengbe. You people go to the same church. You want to design her house in the village because you're an architect. If you like, be sending her a Calendly link from now to next year. You will wait tire. Be sending her a HubSpot link. Be sending her all those scheduling tools that you've heard from American podcasts, or that while you were in America or in the UK, you saw the other people use. You will wait tire. No be you define something. The thing is very simple. If I'm with Dangote right now, or if I'm with his PA right now, I will schedule something right now while that we are here. If Dangote says he's going to be in Dubai for the next 2 weeks, but then he's coming back end of August, I'll try and narrow it down. End of August. So that means like around that kind, 28th, 29th to be around. He said, yes, actually my flight line's 29th. After August is what? Now September. Okay, so let me say the next September is like next month. Let's say that's September 3rd. So, okay, oh, fantastic. So, sir, how about we schedule our next meeting for September, Monday, September 3rd? He'll say, okay, yeah, that sounds okay. That sounds all right. Now, the truth of the matter is, Dangote or Madam Ogedengbe or whoever your prospect is will not pull out their phone and schedule something. This is why I keep saying the onus is on you. Now, if Madam Ogedengbe or Dangote have PA, I will also make sure I collect PA's phone number at the end of this engagement so I can also be following up with PA as well to make sure that I remain on the calendar. Remember, this is Nigeria. Now you define something. I hope you're listening. Now you define something. If you keep on, Calendly link, HubSpot, as in, you will miss road. These tools are good in certain kinds of contexts, but we're in Nigeria now. We haven't gotten to that place yet. When we get there, you can do that. In fact, even me, small boy right now, I'm nobody. Anybody who sends me Calendly link, you're wasting your time. You're not serious. We finish talking, say, oh, I'll send you Calendly link. I'll say, oh, this guy is trying to impress me. He's been listening to American sales podcasts. He wants to show that he knows what's up. He will send me Calendly link. Yeah, no problem. Let him send. So, scheduling tools, yes. For America, for UK, Australia, I have no idea. I don't know what their culture is like there. But in Nigeria, we are not at that level yet. If you secure a meeting with one of your popsies friend, your father is trying to make an introduction to you for somebody who could be a significant deal or something, when you don't go and look at your father's mate in the face and start telling him, I'll send you Calendly link. First of all, how many of them even know what Calendly is? So, it's nice to listen to American podcasts, but we should always adapt the knowledge there, to our own local circumstances. So in my own opinion, Calendly, HubSpot, all these things, the time will come, but we are not there yet. It's an American thing. Don't use that in Nigeria right now because of cultural nuances and the slightly uneven status that is involved in business dynamics. Schedule now that the person is in front of you. Don't cut the call and then start sending the person Calendly link or Calendly email or whatever. Don't. Then, what are the best practices for sending invitations and reminders? It depends on how far out the meeting is. But as a general rule, I think it's okay to send 2 reminders and to do 1 call on the day of. In other words, let's say this is January 1st. We agreed for January 14th. I really think it's okay to text the person some sort of reminder, January 7th, another reminder, maybe January 10th. Then maybe you call the person January 13th, to say, oh, looking forward to the meeting. Or call the person on the morning of the January 14th to say, okay, looking forward to our meeting at 2 p.m. I think that's all right. But it depends. So I can't give any general rules. But for me, for short something, when I say short, I mean like within 1 month. Even within 1 week self. Generally, I'm looking for like 2 touches before the meeting. Because I want to be sure that the person remembers and that the person is going to show up. Then, let's look at the what next. You guys have agreed to the meeting. You will have scheduled the meeting. Now, make no mistake. Like I said, now you define something. Madam Ogedengbe or Dangote or Popsy's friend or whoever it is, the person is not going to schedule nothing in their own calendar. Trust me, they won't. So all the scheduling, all the reminder, all the follow-up, all the everything is on you, the business owner, the salesperson, because, like I said, now you define something. So send people an SMS that very day to confirm interest or to add some excitement or whatever. So when we finish that meeting, okay, let's go back to the Dangote thing. As soon as Dangote agrees and as soon as we leave, assuming I have Dangote's personal number, well, I hope I do, I will send him a message. Lovely chatting with you today, Chairman. Looking forward to our meeting on so and so. Have a safe trip on your Dubai trip. I hope your negotiations with the Sultan of Dubai works out well. Blah, blah, blah. Best regards, cheers. As in, that kind of message. You should be sending these kind of messages immediately you're done with the conversation. Register in people's minds and register on people's phones. Hope you guys are listening. Because some of you don't even send this basic message. So the next time you're calling to remind them, or the next time you're sending a text message to remind them in like 2 or 3 weeks' time, half the time they've already forgotten. Who is this? Who is this strange number? But at least if you send this immediate number now, whether they remember or not, by the time the second message comes in, they will now see, oh, call history. This is somebody that I've been yarning with before. This is not the message that just came out of nowhere. So send a simple text message to confirm. And you're looking forward to the prospects. Also, let them know in the message how you intend to follow up. So I always tell people, lovely chatting with you. Looking forward to our meeting on the 14th. Would it be okay if I call you, if I send you a reminder on the 7th, if I send you on the 7th? Oh yeah, sure, that's fine. When I buzz on the 7th, or when I send a reminder on the 7th, I'm not being an irritant, because I already told the person, already telegraphed it during our last meeting. Not only did I say it face to face or say it over the call, I also put it in a text message, so I'm not being a pest. Then, go and create an agenda for this meeting. Create the agenda now that the thing is still fresh in your head. Store that agenda on your phone. Store it in your calendar reminder app, or store it under the person's name. You cannot wait until the day of the meeting before you now start deciding that, oh, okay, what am I going to discuss about with Chairman Dangote? Or what am I going to discuss with Madam Ogedengbe? You're human, you forget. But if you prepare the agenda that immediate day, all you have to do is just open your phone, open the calendar something, or check under their name in contact. You will see it. Meeting, December 23rd. Agenda, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You say, oh, okay, everything will now rush to your head. Bruh, good. In fact, that can even be one of the follow-up items. Hello, Madam Ogedengbe. Welcome. I saw the Instagram photos. Your son's wedding was beautiful. God bless their family. Blah, 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 blah. She will respond, oh, thank you very much, my dear. We thank God. Oh, by the way, ma, hope you haven't forgotten our meeting, so, and so. Oh, yes, no problem. Oh, I prepared an agenda. I'll send it to you 2 days before the meeting starts. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much, my son. Then you end the conversation there. Then the 2 days before, just like you said, you send the agenda ahead of time. Of course, like I said, if Madam Ogedengbe showed up with PA, please make sure you collected PA's phone number. You are sending PA all these things as well, so that you remain firmly on the calendar for this meeting. So this is what you do afterwards. These are the post-scheduling actions. Now, the part that some of you might be concerned about. Unfortunately, sometimes you go through all this and people don't show. So it's possible that Dangote lands and is looking forward to our meeting, but then the president calls him and says, Aliko, where are you there now? He said, oh, I just landed Abuja. He said, I beg, show. We have something that we're discussing. And then Dangote takes off. Of course, the president calls Dangote. You think Dangote is going to prioritize my own meeting? These things happen. Same thing with Mrs. Ogedengbe too. Something can come up. They can call Madam Ogedengbe in the village that this is happening. Or maybe Madam Ogedengbe has been pursuing some political something, and then her people say, we're having caucus meeting, come and show up. So, for lots of reasons, we don't know, people don't show up for meetings. It happens. However, you have no control over this. All you do is just stick to your process. You've done all the reminders. Show up for the meeting on time. You agree for 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, you haven't seen the person. It might be rude to call Madam Ogedengbe herself. So call PA. By the time it's like 10:05, 10:10. As just like, PA, what's up now, Alpha? If PA will answer you and let you know, oh, sorry, this, that, this is what happened. Then you now start trying to reschedule. Too many of you go for a meeting, the person doesn't show up, you wait for 1 hour and then you leave, and then you're now angry. No, that's not how it's done. Show up on time. When it's time and nobody's calling, maybe send text message. In fact, what I do is by the time I get to the venue, I always send a message, try and arrive there earlier. So I get there and I send a message. I say, oh, hello, Chairman. I happen to have some free time, so I got to the meeting early. I'll be chilling and waiting at so and so for 10 o'clock meeting. Whenever you're close to the venue, just let me know. At least I send something like that. So mentally, the other person will register that, oh, okay, this guy don't day ground, like he's around. So if they don't show, that's it. Don't be annoyed. It's just one of these things. It's the cost of doing business. Some people show up, some people don't show up. Send PA message, send madam message, send somebody message. By if you guys agree for 10 o'clock, by 10:10 you haven't seen somebody, 10:15 you haven't seen somebody, call, send a message. If there's need to reschedule, you reschedule. If they are running late, they will let you know. You wait, and hopefully you will do the business and everything should go on okay. If you're trying to reschedule and then people ghost you after that, then you never know. Maybe they were never interested in the first place. You never know. But either way, that's the point where I send a breakup message to confirm interest. That was how I send a message like, oh, Madam Ogidengbe, how do I put it now? Okay, Madam Ogidengbe, after we missed her, no, how do I put it? Sorry, one moment. Okay, let me just freestyle. So I'll say, oh, Madam Ogidengbe, after our failed December 1st meeting, I tried reaching out severally and I haven't gotten a response from either you or your PA. I'm going to assume that maybe priorities have changed on your end, and perhaps how do I put it? Okay, I'm going to assume that maybe priorities have changed on your end. Question mark. I'll leave it like that. Question mark, and I'll just send it like that. There's some people who now respond and say, "Oh, my dear, I'm sorry. This is what came up. This is what came up," and then the conversation resumes. But if somebody even goes to you after that one, then for me personally, I just take it out. Okay. It's one of those things that wasn't meant to be. And then I wrap it up and I remove my mind from there. Maybe once in a while, I'll send the person, the usual messages, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, all those guy messages. And then maybe value add messages. I'll make another podcast episode about that. But honestly, my mind will not be there again. Because, I followed my process. I scheduled the meeting. That one didn't hold. I tried to schedule another one. That one didn't hold. I sent the breakup message, are you still interested? Our priority is still the same. They ignored that one. Honestly, there's nothing I can do again. I'm not going to go to Madam Ogidengbe's house and start knocking on her door. I'm not going to do that. And you shouldn't either. Don't be desperate. Don't worry, God will make a way. It happens. Then, in case you're scheduling the meeting and the meeting is far, let's say, like I said now that, let's say Dangote is traveling to Dubai. He's going to be away for 2 months. Then what are ways? Okay, let's say Madam Ogidengbe. Okay, because Dangote, that's it's too big. So not everybody can relate to that. Don't mind me. I can't relate. I don't have any friends who are billionaires. I'm just running my mouth. Don't mind me. So let's say Madam Ogidengbe is traveling for 2 months, actually. So what are the things that you can do to keep the prospect, the person you're chasing, what can you do to keep them engaged, maybe even excited about the upcoming event? So this is why I say prepare an agenda. Setting the agenda ahead of time could be a way of keeping people engaged. Some people will even see the agenda and might even start texting you back and forth on specific things. That actually is beautiful. If you send the agenda and they start texting you on one or two things, my guy, babe, continue be texting, continue. Anything that is moving the agenda is nice. If they're texting you on the agenda, continue to converse on the agenda. Because you agreed December 1st, doesn't mean you have to wait till December 1st. If you agreed December 1st, you sent her the message now, it's September 23rd, and she starts to engage you. Continue to engage. Anything you can do to move the deal forward. Anything. Then, of course, there's also value-added stuff that you can do, that you can send from a professional point of view. So, like in my own case, if there are specific techniques, specific problems that we've discussed, and there are interesting articles or resources that the person might want to see dealing with those problems, I send people those things once in a while. It's just a way of remaining top of mind. They're just there, they're just chilling. So, oh, okay, I send a message. Oh, bros, Madam Ogidengbe, based on our conversation of blah, 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 ahead of our meeting, I just came across these resources. I thought it's something that you might like to have a look at. Send. She see it on WhatsApp. I'm remaining top of mind. And this is one way that we engage people. Anyway, it's 45-minute episode. I'm terribly sorry. I know I promised you guys I wasn't going to do anything more than 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But this one was just on my chest, and I just needed to vomit it. because I find that I'm having to teach many people how to schedule. So these are plenty of ideas around scheduling. So please take dressing. It is very, very important. It is vital for your business. And these are the ways that we close the deal small, small, small. I hope you guys are seeing that the reason why people are losing some big deals is not because your father's people are chasing you in the village. It is not a spiritual attack. You don't know how to schedule. That is why things are falling apart. You don't know how to schedule. You do not know how to get advancements in a business deal. You don't know how to move things forward one step at a time. So it is not your father's people. Yes, your father's people don't like you. They hate you. They want to see your downfall. But honestly, their spiritual attack has not even reached you yet, because you're doing a good job of spoiling your business by yourself. Learn how to schedule, please. It will make a huge difference. All right, so that's it, and that's all. Remember, if you'd love to connect, you can call, SMS, or WhatsApp me on 080-6466-2140. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I'll catch you next time. Same place in your headphones or in your speakers.